You know that moment your child walks in from school and within minutes they explode. Tears, yelling, maybe even silence. It feels like it's come out of nowhere. But what if I told you this meltdown is actually a sign of safety, not defiance? And if your child is under 10, it's critical that you start using this approach right away. I'm Taryn. I'm an occupational therapist, mom, and founder of Nurture ADHD. I've helped over 4,000 families understand what's really happening beneath these big emotions. In this video, I'm going to unpack the secret to ending ADHD after-school meltdowns. We'll look at why they happen, what your child's brain is trying to tell you, and I'm going to share 3 simple ways to help them find calm again without power struggles or shame. Here is what most parents don't see. At school, your child spends hours sitting still, listening, remembering instructions, and most of all, trying not to get in trouble. They're masking emotions, fighting distractions, managing sensory overload, all the while trying to fit in. By the time the bell rings, their brain is empty, their body is full of fizz. They held it together the whole day, and when they finally get home, their nervous system just says, I cannot do this anymore, I'm done. Think of it like a shaken soda bottle. The pressure builds all day. Every correction, every loud sound, every sit still adds another shake to the bottle. Home is the moment that the lid finally pops right off. It's not misbehavior, it's release. And it's happening because home feels safe enough for their nervous system to just let go. Here's what's really going on under the surface. Inside your child's brain, there are 2 key players, the guard dog and the wise owl. The guard dog, that's the amygdala, is always on the lookout for danger. When things feel overwhelming, it barks loudly to keep your child safe. The wise old owl is a prefrontal cortex. This is the part that helps them think clearly, problem solve, make calm choices. But when the guard dog's been barking all day at noise, at rules, at frustration, the wise old owl gets scared off and flies away. By the time your child gets home, the guard dog is exhausted. The wise old owl is nowhere to be found, and all that energy has to come out somehow. That explosion isn't a choice, it's actually biology. And once you start seeing it this way, not as bad behavior, but as biology, everything changes. That's exactly what I teach inside my Taming Big Emotions program. How to recognize the signs of dysregulation early, co-regulate in the moment, and build your child's emotional skills over time. It's all about bringing calm back into those everyday moments that feel impossible right now. Before I share the 3 simple ways to help them find calm again, there is a way to spot and prevent these outbursts before they happen. Before the meltdown even hits, you'll often see little clues, micro signals that their nervous system is running on empty. Maybe they walk in the door and instantly dump their bag. Maybe they snap when you ask a simple question. Or they disappear into their room and shut the door. These aren't signs of disobedience. They're early warnings that your child's brain has reached capacity. And what they need most in that moment isn't correction. It's connection with you. But listen, I want to say this clearly. If you've ever lost your patience during one of these moments, you are not doing it wrong. It is so hard to stay calm when your child is yelling, crying, or melting down after your own exhausting day. You are also human too. If you take only one thing out of this video, it's that the goal is not to be perfect. It's just to be present. Every repair afterward, every I'm sorry I got upset too, teaches your child what emotional safety looks like. You don't have to have all the answers. You just need to show them that they're still loved, even in the hardest moments. And if you're listening to this thinking, I want to do this, but I freeze when it actually happens, you're really not alone. Inside Taming Big Emotions, I'll walk you through what to say, how to say it, and how to bring your child back to calm, step by step. I'm going to drop the link in the description if you'd like to explore it. Now, I want you to imagine this instead. Your child walks in from school, drops their bag, and instead of the tension, there's this quiet moment of calm. They grab a snack, curl up on the couch, maybe cuddle the dog. Their breathing starts to slow. You're both quiet for a minute. No demands, no corrections, just calm. That is what emotional safety looks like. It's not about stopping meltdowns altogether. It's about creating an environment where their brain feels safe enough not to need one. And I know that sounds beautiful in theory, but when you're standing in the middle of a meltdown with shouting and tears and chaos, it can feel impossible to know what to do next. So let's break it down together. Not as rules, not as scripts, but as a rhythm, a way to guide both of you back to calm when things get hard. Let's dive into step 1. When your child is losing control, your body wants to join them in the chaos. You feel that surge of frustration, that not again kind of moment. But here's the truth. Your calm is their anchor. So take one slow breath, drop your shoulders. You don't need to fix it right away. Just be the steady one in the room. Because when you regulate, their nervous system begins to borrow yours. So step 1 is to pause before reacting. Once you've got your breath, gently put words to what you see. You might say something like, it looks like your body has had a really big day. Let's just take a minute to breathe. That one sentence tells their brain, you're safe, I see you. And when the brain feels safe, the storm will start to pass. That's step 2, name what's happening. Step 3 is the hardest one because everything in us wants to teach or discipline. But in that moment, their logical brain is offline. So instead of reasoning, offer something that brings safety first. A snack, a hug, a quiet moment. You're not rewarding the meltdown. You're showing them how to come back to calm. Then, when their body is settled and their words return, that's when you can reflect together. What happened, what they felt, what they might try next time. In other words, step 3 is to offer connection, not correction. When you're working through these 3 steps, there is a huge pitfall to avoid. Imagine shouting instructions to someone underwater. They can see your mouth moving, but they can't make out a single word. That's exactly what happens when you try to reason with a dysregulated brain. The brain is flooded. The thinking part, the part that listens, reasons, and problem solves, has gone completely offline. In that moment, it doesn't matter how calm or logical your words are. They simply can't reach them. So instead of rushing to fix, your job is just to hold space. Focus on calm, yours first, then theirs. You are showing their brain you are safe now. You can stop fighting. When you do that, something incredible happens. The breathing slows, their shoulders drop, and bit by bit, the logical part of their brain, the one that disappeared when things got hard, starts to come back online. That's when they hear you again. That's when you can teach, guide, and reflect together. Because here's the real secret. When you start trying to control the meltdown and start understanding the message underneath it, you're not just surviving the moment. You're helping your child's brain rebuild trust in regulating itself. You are teaching them, through your calm, that big feelings are safe to feel and that no matter how messy it gets, they are never alone in it. And here's the thing, knowing how to support your child at home is powerful. But if we don't address what's happening at school, the things that are triggering the stress in the first place, we're only solving half the problem. Watch this video next, where I'll share with you 9 classroom myths that hurt ADHD kids and help you put key strategies in place with your child's teacher to stop after-school meltdowns before they even start.